Hey everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review on the brand new Marvel Legends retro carded X-Men Avalanche. Now he is a part of the brand new retro carded X-Men wave. He is the second final figure that I have to review. We will have Spiral coming next, and I do have to say he is my least favorite in the wave. I think Hasbro definitely did drop the ball with this one, which I will get into in the review, which speaking of which, let's get into Avalanche's review. Now, before we go over the figure, as always, I want to go over the box. I know you guys noticed the blue gloves. If you want an explanation on that, watch my 1,000 subscriber video. I go over it in there. But regardless, you can see the front of the box there. There's Cyber looking like an awesome character and figure. Sucks that that's not what we got. Marvel's Avalanche, Seismic Force. There you can see the plastic. The 4 heroes that are included in the wave. He is in the villain colors for the X-Men card, which is fitting. X-Men, the Uncanny X-Men. And then the back. His bio reads, Brotherhood of Mutants veteran Avalanche can generate powerful seismic waves from his hand. Marvel's Avalanche. That is such a funny photo of him for some reason up there. Here you can see the other figures in the wave. 4 I have reviewed. We're doing this guy right now. And we will have Spiral coming next. There you can see the price. Got him at GameStop Canada. But nothing else too much to go over with that box. Now, the figure itself. Okay, so how am I going to start this? I don't know too much about Avalanche. I do know, though, that it is a character that a lot of people have been wanting. I was recently introduced to his character in the X-Men animated series, which I have started watching, and he is kind of cool in that. I actually like his character a lot. That design is completely different from this. And, you know, that can pass because there's plenty of designs of characters in comics, but he has several other designs. As I researched today, I was looking at all of them. I was looking at, okay, Hasbro definitely could have used this. And with this figure, they easily went for the cheapest and most reusable way out. And I honestly think that, not even just speaking for me, but for others, I feel like we would rather not have this figure than have it be like this. I just think it came out very, very, very poorly. This is a, how can I explain this? This is the type of figure that would be in a 5-pack, like a Cyber figure. This isn't a mainline figure that you want everyone to see. This is the figure that, you know, you get your reuse in a 5-pack or whatever, like Cyber. Cyber was supposed to look so cool. He's supposed to be this character, and he came out looking pretty weak in general. And same thing can be said with this. He's a fairly bulky and muscular guy, and they certainly gave him muscles, but they gave him this really, really old body that just, not old, but just not useful body for this figure. It doesn't work, in my opinion. They went out of the way to make a brand new torso and gauntlets, I believe, and boots and head sculpt, but they kept the arms, and that is just, and the arms and the legs, and that is just the main thing that holds this figure back with me. Is there's so many other designs they could have went with this figure. It honestly wouldn't have been that hard to make this thing look amazing, and they just really dropped the ball on it. And I know a lot of people can relate to my thinking on this figure, especially because I don't even know too much about the character. A lot of people have been wanting this and are very, very passionate about it, and I can totally see why you would be disappointed with this. The helmet, too, is terrible. It doesn't look anything like how he really looks in the comics. This is like Peacemaker here. This could work as Peacemaker, but in the comics, he sometimes has his awesome white eyes. He just looks a lot more menacing, and you don't even get effects. That's kind of my problem with these retro cards, is we don't get the Build-A-Figure piece, so we just get the figure, and in a lot of the scenarios, the figure doesn't cut it, especially in this case. And the rest of the figure, at the price point of about $35, this just doesn't look or feel valued at that, in my opinion, because it is very cheap looking. They have the signature marble plastic, which is fine, I guess, but in this figure scenario, it would have worked to do something a little bit better, especially because we are paying the price for just the figure alone. I don't know, guys. I think overall, I'm just pretty disappointed with this piece, even though I don't know too much about him. I'm certainly going to have him displayed next to Pyro, and I will have use for him in my collection. I just think Hasbro really should have gave this guy a year or two more to put out the best version of this character instead of just putting it out to have the character out, because this is really a half-assed job in my opinion. But as always, let me know what you think of it in the comments below. But let's get into his articulation. I didn't mention it, but he is included with a set of fists, which is cool, I guess, to get, but no effects or alternate head or anything, just the fist. Now, his articulation is what you would expect. The head goes up that much, down that much. There is a no tilt, full 360. Arms, careful with these. They go out this much, down, full 360. I'm really scared to do that. I'm not doing that. Now, I'm going to make a bit of an admission here with this figure. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and the hands go up, down, full 360 with a horizontal hinge. Anyway, my admission with this figure is I broke it. Now, you guys probably can't tell where I broke it because I fixed it very well. But this arm right here ripped off, completely snapped off. And on top of me already being disappointed with this figure, it just made me not like it even more. So you could say that I am biased into not liking this piece because of that. But it does move still. I put a screw in. I drilled it out, dremelled it out. I did the whole shebang. I just did everything that I could to fix this. And it does work. I'm just very fragile. I'm very careful with this arm because it is very fragile. So that's why I'm not going to be moving it a lot. But anyway, the arm movement and the hand movement is fine. And it's the same style of joint on both hands. The ab crunch goes down that much, back, full 360, legs kick forward that much, back, splits, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and boot rotation, which is very odd because it isn't the right shape, so it kind of just like spreads out when you move it, as you can see, or just stretches, which I guess is fine, but something to mention nonetheless. Now, how do I get this back to the front? Is that the right way? I assume it is. Or is it this way? Huh. I think it is this way. Let's just go with this way. Anyway, ankles go up, down, actually that much, down, and ankle rocker pivot for Avalanche. But let's get on to his comparisons. Now, the main comparison that I wanted to do with Avalanche is with the Pyro figure. I really, really like this Pyro figure. I think Hasbro absolutely nailed it. Can't say the same for this, but still, I do think I can say that they look good together, at least. It definitely, having Pyro next to the Avalanche figure definitely makes it feel a little bit better, but still, I don't know. I'm really disappointed with this piece. And now we have Avalanche next to the Wolverine from the Love Triangle 3-pack with the head from the Wolverine in this wave, as well as the Cyclops from the Love Triangle 3-pack. They all look very good together. And then lastly, for comparisons, here we have Avalanche next to the Retro Carded Beast, as well as the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure Wave Sabretooth. I didn't really know who to compare him next to except Pyro. I think that's the most important one, but let me know if I missed any, and I will possibly get back to them in the Spiral video. But that is all the comparisons I have for Avalanche. So as you could all probably tell throughout the video, I am not the biggest fan of this figure. I'm sure some people are happy to have this out here, but I know they're probably not happy with the actual product. It does get the character across, but very, very vaguely. I just think this in 2023, I'm going to say 2023 because that's when this wave is mainly going to hit stores, is just, it's not up to code. They really should have put this back to the drawing board and went a different route or waited until they had different things out to make this figure. I just think this is not Hasbro's best work by any means. So at that, I think I'm going to have to give this figure a 5.5 out of 10. I don't think it's good, guys, and I don't think you'll be happy with it, so I'm not going to recommend it to you. If anything, I'm going to tell you to wait for a better Avalanche figure. Hasbro loves doing X-Men, so I can imagine it'll only be a matter of time before we get a superior version to this inferior version. But as always, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of the figure in the comments below. Am I too hard on it? Is it the best figure that came out this year? I doubt that's the case, but just let me know your thoughts on this thing in the comments below, and as always, I will respond. But until my next video, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.